Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to get into this latest episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. I have some people to address, but before we get into all of that, let's get the formalities out of the way. I'm not going to keep you here long because I know it's the end of the workday and I still have a little bit more work to do myself, but please like this video. Go ahead and do that up front. Please go ahead and subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am pushing to 1,000. Like, it's so close. It's so close. I can taste it. So if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to your girl. And of course, tonight, I believe at 7 p.m. Central, I will be with Kamisha on Kamisha Reviews. There's a panel of us. We will be discussing Real Housewives of Potomac on the panel. I will probably get a little bit more deep on the panel. I'm going to give a cute little overview right now. But to start it all off, I have to address my dragon. Giselle, where your ass at? Hey, Eric. Here you go. Here you go, Giselle. Now look, girl, I just let you loose. I just took you off of your chain. And I told you, Giselle, to stay your ass away from Todd because y'all stay cooking up schemes, bringing us the bullshit. Now, see, this your last chance. You going back in the dungeon, girl. You going back in the dungeon. You going back on your chain. As soon as I catch your friend Rob Barr, Russ, I'm chaining her ass up too. Y'all are out of control and we're tired of it. So go ahead and fly back to your dungeon, Giselle. Let me read the rest of your friends. Go on back down there. And she locked up. Because I'm tired of her ass. I let her loose for Halloween. You know, I let her go play with Versace Targaryen and have a good time for Halloween. As soon as you let the bitch out, she start acting up. And I'm tired of her. Her ass is back in chains. Now to the episode. I took notes this week, y'all, because I ain't want to forget nothing. Y'all know I don't take any notes. But I'm going to give y'all the Cliff Note version because, like I said, I can't talk all day. We open up with Ashley and Candace. Yes, the Green Eye Bandits have struck again. Don't worry, I done locked Giselle ass up. She gonna be good for a little while. She back in her cage. Ashley and Candace, giving us some fakery for the TV. I don't even know why they want to front that they're going to be friends, but let's roll through it. We don't care nothing about Michael getting a vasectomy nor going to Vegas. Okay. Chris no longer wants to hang out with the group. I wouldn't either. I would not either. At this point, when it comes to the Potomac franchise, I don't see why any of the husbands would want to be around any of those green-eyed bitches. You see, Robin on her own, well, I guess that ain't her husband, but her so-called man don't even want to be around. So, what else happened? Ashley dating a hockey player, who cares? And Karen sneaking out with somebody that's not Ray. Now, Candace, I'm on your side, girlfriend. But see, you talking shit about Karen and what Karen doing in her marriage. It ain't no different than what these girls doing talking about you. I'm just saying. Maybe y'all should quit talking about what people doing with their husband, true or false. I believe everything that these girls are saying about Chris is a scheme. I believe it's all false. But I'm just saying, Candace, if you ain't got no receipts for what Karen is doing, shut up about it on camera because you didn't like people talking they shit about your husband on camera. But let's move on. Mia, and I call her the lump, the butt lump, because I don't want to be insensitive to ladies who really have, that issue. I don't want to be insensitive because I just had a family member that passed away from breast cancer. But Mia is playing in our face with her ass lump. We don't give a damn about your ass lump, Mia. So Mia is talking to G like, I ain't about to open up no more clinics. It's too much work. Well, girl, you fired. You ain't got to worry about opening up no more clinics. You are fired. They talk about her health. I don't care about her ass lump. And in the background, Mia's kids are hollering at the top of their lungs. And I'm like, get your kids, Mia. You see the camera, you see that microphone. Don't nobody want to hear your kids hollering at the top of their lungs. Put them in the house. But they out of control because they mama out of control. From there, Mia wants to take a trip to Miami. And she has to sit G down to my G, what's the rules? What do you mean, what's the rules? You don't know how to act out of town without your husband? I go out of town without my husband all the time. Me and the football moms, me and my cousins, me and my mother. I go travel all the time without my husband. And I've never had to sit down one time and be like, hey, babe, what's the rules? Like, bitch, you ain't got no common sense. You don't know how to act. Obviously, Mia doesn't know how to act because she has no, is the word decorum, tact, self-awareness, understanding that your children are going to see this probably Sunday night. They probably saw this. You're on camera talking about, oh, the last time I went to Miami, I was with G, and G was still happily married to his wife, his second wife. So he thought, because we was having sex all on the beach, and I was busting my pussy open, and I did everything but a handstand. And, you know, I took G from his second wife. And I'm like, this isn't something. I mean, people do trifling stuff every day. Every day people do trifling stuff. But we don't blast it on national television for our children to hear it. What is your 13-year-old? Can you imagine all the kids that are going to be making fun of your 13-year-old this week in school because his mama on TV talking about busting her pussy open and stealing somebody's husband from their second wife? Some women don't care that they children know that they're whores. But now that I wrapped up the lump, Mia's ass lump is probably just the fat. It's the second one, butt shots gone wrong. You know, everybody who had them butt shots before the BBLs became popular, they all have lumps. That ain't nothing new. Hey, Andrew. Eric, you know I get my travel on. I'm already planning for 2023. I can't wait for next year. No coof. That's the word. She has no coof. Imagine if G has children, and you know he has children from past relationships. How would they feel watching this? They already know they stepmama a whore. They already know. They know. Trust me. Thank you, Andrew. I went into the office today. I had to train somebody, and I said, well, let me go ahead and get on camera since my makeup done. The black and white polka dots. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on from the ass lump. Let's get into my dragon Giselle, even though I read Giselle at the beginning of this. And I chained her ass back up because I'm tired of her flying around the chorus and people when I ain't said the chorus. Sit your ass down. But anyway, Giselle, dragons have no home training. I be trying to train her ass, but they have no home training. Giselle go sits her big gnarls, dragon claws in a pedicure chair, and she, you know, no home training, picks up the pedicure towel and put it on her face. I said, if that ain't the nastiest shit I ever seen, do you know how many people come in and out of the pedicure place? And you really trust them people to use good detergent washing them towels? You cannot train a dragon. I don't care what Disney says in the damn cartoon. You cannot train a fucking dragon. But anyway, the twins are turning 16. Happy birthday, girls. Let's move on. Let's get to the glass ring of it all. I want you to read Guzzle and Roberto. You missed it, Andrew. I read them at the beginning. And it's not Roberto, it's Robaris. She's one of them wild dragons. I can't catch Robaris yet. You know, she like to fly up on people and like, and then walk back and play victim. But Robaris is a wild dragon. But you know, I done caught Giselle ass and chained her back up. But anyway, Robaris, you know, she like to fly around with her glass ring. You know, like her man done bought her a Portia Williams ring, but it's really made of glass. And she done flew into the lawyer's office talking about she need a prenup. And I said, girl, stop wasting my time on the TV. How can you want a prenup and you ain't got a wedding date to the first? You got to want to have a nup to get a prenup. It ain't no point of playing around with no piece of paper if you ain't gonna never get to the nup. So let's fast forward through Robin. I don't give a damn about her protecting them sorry ass 99-cent hats. Juan don't want that shit no way. And I don't give a damn about that Reasonably Shady podcast, because trust and believe. When Bravo, I'm gonna give Potomac about a cute 5 more seasons. Maybe. And Juan, not Juan, but Robaris, you might only be around for 2 more of those. So trust me, as soon as she gets fired, nobody wants to care about anything you have to say. You need to go ahead and hurry up and marry Juan, because at least he has a long career in basketball coaching. They be coaching way up into their 60s and 70s. So you need to go ahead and say, I do. How dare Roberto say she wasn't trying to fight? Oh, we're going to get to that. Because Roberto is a wild dragon. You cannot tame dragons. Right, Andrew. There's no prenup because there's no marriage. Now, because you remember over the summer, they went out and, you know, got their marriage license and put it all over social media. But just a few weeks ago on Andy's show, when Andy asked you when was the wedding, oh, you don't know. Bitch, I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying not to curse as much on my channel. Robaris, you do know the marriage license is only for a year. Ain't no point of going down there paying your $25 for a license and you ain't got no plan to use it. We know you need your house note money. Okay, let's move on because I'm tired of them damn dragons. Let's get into... I really don't want to talk about Karen and them picking them damn tulips. Let's go ahead and fast forward through all of that. The main thing I want to let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. Wendy on the Carlos King podcast says she believes the ladies are trying to ice her out. And after watching this episode, I 100% believe it. I believe they want Wendy gone and they want Candace gone, and they want to bring Charisse in to cause trouble and get Karen gone. Because see, one thing about the ladies in Atlanta, they will read each other, they will fuss, they will fight. Sometimes they'll even get nasty, but they understand they need all of those dynamics to make a good show. Dragons are not smart people. They can't be trained and they aren't smart. They don't understand that if they ice out all of the characters just to bring in people like themselves, the show will be boring. You have to have different types of personalities to create the show. Andrew, you want to get on Big Brother? Go. They have auditions. Go ahead and get your tape together. Go ahead and get your tape together. I really want to be on Big Brother, but I have a lot of big plans coming up this summer, and I can't afford to tie my summer down with being in that house. So I don't know if I'm gonna get my tape together, but I got a couple of more months. But let's move on. So this at the little flower pot thing is where Wendy want to talk about I'm having me a burn session party. And as soon as she said the title of the event, I said this is gonna go all the way left. It's gonna go all the way left, but it's reality TV. Ashley says, you know, you and Wabaris not in good terms. You might want to send them a special text message. Fuck them. Damn it. Stop cursing. Forget them. Don't treat them bitches any more special. See, dragons can barely read as well. So you might as well put them in the same group text as everybody else. Forget them. They are not special. Why do you all bow down to Giselle and Robin like they are the owners of Bravo and your check depends on them? Them dragons are flying around causing havoc to keep their own check. Let's move on in the notes. Candace has a new single coming out with Trina called Insecure. Great. I can't wait to hear it. Your sister, I don't believe she don't know who Trina is, but let's move on. We're at the burn session. It's very messy. Wendy arrives with Ashley Strange. And I'm going to call Ashley the forehead. That's her name, right? The forehead, the bulbous forehead. And all the other dragons with Candace and Karen are in another car. So where do I want to start? Let's just go ahead and get to the shit of the meeting because I got to go check my email in a second. This is nothing but an event where people supposed to tell you what they don't like about you. You take accountability and then you burn it. That will never work. Number one, I'm not sitting down at a table. So ladies who I already know don't like me can sit up in my face and try to gaslight me and tell me what I did to them, but they don't remember what they did to me to cause me to react to you. Like, Wendy, this was dumb. This was dumb. Now, she said, if you ain't got nothing to burn, just say something nice. So everybody say something nice. Mia said a couple of, you know, just sit over there, Mia. We get to Robin and she says, you're oil, I'm water. We don't mix. That's it. Burn this. Wendy, I wish you would have accepted that. I wish you would have accepted that because to me, that's grown woman shit. I don't mind a grown ass woman saying, Angie, I don't like you and you don't like me. So let's just act like grown ass women when we see each other and keep it pushing and keep it moving. So I don't know why Wendy was like, you got to explain. You got to tell me what I did to you if you want me to burn it. I'm like, I would have said, bitch, I feel the same. Giselle, we oil and water too. Okay, bitch, the same. And that's it. We could burn that. But Wendy, I agree with you, Em. She's desperate for a moment. She's desperate for these women to like her. And we know you desperate, Wendy, because them bitches last season tried to run down your husband in your plastic surgery. They tried to say that you had so much low self-esteem because of the rumors, you know, the cheating rumors that, and we know it wasn't true, but you know, the cheating rumors that Eddie was out there running the streets, that your self-esteem was so low that you had to go get new breasts and new booty. Now, we know that ain't the case, but that's the story that these ladies brought to this platform. And then you cussed them out, which they deserve to be cussed out. Why episode 1, you walked up to Giselle's dragon ass face so she could Dakaris your ass? You know, that's what dragons do, Wendy. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know why you went up to Giselle and tried to hug her ass. I was trying to tell you. I ain't even see Giselle can't be trained. She Dakaris people without me even telling her to do it. That's why she back in her cage. And by you walking up to Giselle, hey Giselle, giving her that hug, you opened the door for her to Dakaris you. For her to be like, bitch, what you hugging me for? You should have walked in that event and act like you didn't even see Giselle. You should have hugged everybody but her. But you so desperately want their approval. You doing too much. They don't like you. Is it colorism? I don't know. It looks like it, but they don't like you, Wendy. They're probably jealous of you. They're jealous because you used your brain to get to the level of success that you have, and they had to spread their legs to mega church pastors and NBA players to get to the level that they're at, which really, where are they? You all are on the same show. Let's move on, because I've already checked the dragon. Okay, now Robin says, you said I was a thug. You said everybody said I wanted to fight you. And then she had to call Giselle because Wendy was like, you did get up and Charisse had to tell you to sit your ass down. And she's like, Charisse did not touch me. Charisse did not have to tell me to sit down. And before they even showed the clip, my brain, and you know, I don't remember nothing. I don't remember a damn thing. And my brain told me, I was like, yes, she did. Charisse had to tell you to sit down. And of course, production showed the clip. I can't wait for the reunion. I can't wait for the... Like, I wonder when Robin was sitting at home watching the episode Sunday night, talking all that shit. Fuck you, Wendy. Fuck you, Wendy. You know, all that stuff she was doing at the table, all that hollering. And then production shows the clip. How dumb did Robin feel? I mean, she always doing dumb shit, so she probably ain't feel no different. But anyway, let's get over to Candace, the bulbous forehead, giant forehead of it all. That was for Ashley. I'm sorry, I get people names wrong, but you know when I said forehead, you know who I meant. Ashley has words for Candace. She said, Candace, girl, your husband was flirting with my friend Deborah at the party. Now, I know she didn't say Deborah yet, but if you seen the first little 5-minute clip of next week, she say it's her friend Deborah who came over doing that yoga stuff with the baby. You know, Deborah. Why? Hold up. I just thought of something. Why, if Chris was flirting so hard with Deborah, why did Deborah conveniently wait to give you a phone call one day before this winery trip? When Deborah was all up in your house talking about everything up under the sun, she had every opportunity when she was at your house, Ashley, to be like, you know, your girl, man, her husband was flirting with me. I don't believe it. It's bullshit. And if you go on Twitter, I'm going to retweet it. It's a little clip of the first few minutes of the episode. Production shows the footage of Chris being in the same vicinity as Deborah and not even looking in that child's direction. Didn't even glance his eyeballs at Deborah. And I 100% believe if there was any footage of Chris being in Deborah's face, production would have shown it. But they're showing you all the evidence of Chris is not looking at Mia. Chris did not slide into your DMs, Ashley. Chris did not flirt with Deborah. They're showing you all this footage because you all are on bullshit. And the way that you all are scheming on this man, the karma, because I believe in karma, the karma that's going to come back around on you. Like, you bitches, dragons don't live forever. You know, you might could fly up and set fire on people, but you got to fly back home. What pissed me off the most about that situation, because I don't care about nothing about Ashley saying it in private versus public, because if she would have said it on camera at your house, it still was not in private. But I don't like how Ashley did the hee ha ha moment of it don't feel good when the pendulum swings the other way. In other words, you could not wait for an opportunity to slap Candace with some information about her husband. But the difference between Candace and you, Candace approached you with receipts. Candace approached you with a picture of your naked ass husband in a hotel room with a stripper. She had a receipt. You're coming to her with fallacies and make-believe stories. So, because if you knew about all these DMs of people, of Chris DMing people, and it wasn't so, I don't know the big ass word you use, Ashley, but if it wasn't so innocent as the DM he sent you, where are the receipts? You would have came to like, girl, look, he done text Deborah here, he done DM'd Mia here. Like, where are the receipts? I don't like what the ladies are doing to Chris Bassett. And mind you, I really don't give a damn about Chris Bassett. But as a married woman, I don't like to see people tear down someone's character just so you can be on a reality show. Or just so you can get some get back because your husband is a cheating ass gremlin. You upset and you want to get back at somebody else. I'm done. I don't want to give this review too much. I will be on Kamisha's panel in about, what time is it? In about 3 hours. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. Check out Kamisha. She should have the link up by now. We'll either be going live at 6 Central or 7 p.m. Central. It's a whole panel of us. Kamisha reviews, Maud, Dina, Confessions, Erica. We have a good time discussing the show. I'm going to have another good time tonight. And if you want to join me on Twitter Spaces, I usually host a Twitter Space every Sunday night. I'm going to start doing that 10 p.m. Central on Sunday nights, you know, the same night as the episode. And we have a good time on Sunday nights talking about Potomac as well. So let's get through these last few comments, and then I'm going to head over and check my email. I agree, Andrew. Candace is expanding her opportunities, which is what the other ladies should be doing. But they can't because they don't have any talent. Candace is talented. She can sing and she can act. And she has multiple degrees. If we're being honest, none of these women are established besides Wendy and Candace. That's an honest statement. I mean, why would we lie about that? That's a fact. All these other ladies have is a rich husband that gave them an opportunity to come on TV to pretend like they are somebody. That's about it. Moving on. Exactly. Most of them married, right? They married rich. I mean, I'm mad at you for marrying rich, but don't come on here and discredit someone if they inherited from their mom or if they got 4 degrees to get it. Don't be mad at them because they ain't have to, as Mia would say, bust their pussies open. I'm sorry for being vulgar, y'all, but I done already started cussing. The difference is her husband is innocent and Michael's allegations are true. Another fact, Andrew. Another fact. And I'm going to leave it right here. This is how I'm going to end this live. Candace, I wish you would have listened to Monique when she told you them bitches not your friends. And after I watched the first 5 minutes of next week's episode, I ain't going to spoil it for the people that don't want to be spoiled. But I don't believe Wendy is your friend either. I wouldn't trust Wendy too much either. And that's all I'm going to say. I will save the rest for that next week. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Like I said, I will be back on the YouTube on Kamisha Reviews later on tonight, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Central. I'm going to have to learn that time so I can shout it out right. But follow me on Twitter, y'all. I'm always in somebody's Twitter space having a good time. We have a good time on Twitter as well. Until the next review, I'll see y'all later. Bye.